Jamie, Happy United has done a really good job for you around the valley. Had his first go in this grade last time out, and he was far from disgraced.
Yeah, he ran well. Casper's horse just got the dream run through. Beautiful ride from James, and we just got flushed out on the corner, which maybe just cost us a length or two. But he still ran well, as you say, first time up into Class 3.
He's been up to Chung Fa, nice little break up there. Has he done well for that?
Yeah, he has. He just had a little maintenance trial up there. Seems to be in good shape, and everything's in order. He's got a nice draw, and hopefully he can have a little bit of luck.
It's a race, Jamie. Obviously, naturally, over this trip, there's going to be a whole stack of pace, which there seems to be on paper. Your horse races sort of close to the pace, doesn't necessarily lead. Is that a positive, the fact that there is quite a bit of tempo?
Yeah, I think he's a horse that is a little bit better when he's got something to chase. Might just have a little bit of a turn of foot when he's got a bum to follow. But yeah, as long as the pace is on and he can get a nice run in transit from that, nice enough barrier, hopefully he can be a nice chance.
He's got a nice light weight, and I guess maybe a horse like Frankie Law's Heroic Master might be your biggest danger, so receiving a good bit of weight from him is always a plus.
Yeah, you've got those old hardened horses that are up the top of the book there that know exactly what the game's all about, but he's still a young horse, and hopefully he's got a few points in hand.
Pretty chilly morning here at the trials, Jamie. The star turned very much your horse, Wellington, looked to trial really well this morning.
Yeah, he's just had a bit of an easy time since the international sprint, but the plan was always to give him a sort of a maintenance trial here, and seems to be in good shape. He's going to have to be right at the top of his game, obviously, with Lucky Swainess in there, but we're looking forward to next weekend.
Yeah, I guess having seen those entries, of course, I mean, it's going to be a tough competitive race, but in your horse, you've got a hard-knocking, hardy Group 1 horse who's been there, done it, and got the T-shirt.
Exactly, he's just got to hold his form. With some of those young up-and-coming horses now, I've got it over him as he gets a bit older, but we're doing everything we possibly can to make sure he turns up in good shape.
Will he trial again before the Group 1?
No, I don't think he'll need to. Just do a little bit of work a couple of times next week, and that should have him where he needs to be.
Antoine, Ernest Feeling, you and he make a really good pair now. You're riding him for the 11th time, but all the success, you've been in the saddle, and once again he was tough last time out to win.
Yeah, exactly. What a very, very honest horse. I love this horse, and this time we have a draw outside. It's going to be maybe more tricky with the more weight on, but he always gives his best, so why not? I think he still have a chance.
Just on him as a horse, I mean, he took a little while to finally win, but when he did win, obviously he's now racked up 5 wins, but he'd always shown a bit of form in Class 4 before last time, hadn't he, really?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people think he's only Class 5 horses, and then actually not, so I'm glad he keep doing well in Class 4, and I hope we'll keep going on that way.
How much do you enjoy riding horses like him? Because he seems to give his all. He was quite tough last time, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it's a dream to ride a horse like this. Always give the best. You just have to give him a nice track, and then he will give everything. Châtine, Happy Valley. It's a pleasure to ride this horse.
Obviously, you had a good association with him with Richard Gibson, but now he's joined Jamie Richards. He just seems to have gone to that next level, doesn't he? And nice to see him continue that form that Richard set him on that path.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone did a good job, so we just have to keep it on, and we know where I hope he won't stop.
You mentioned the draw, of course, Antoine. It is the C course. Gate 11, obviously far from ideal, but I guess if he can overcome that, he certainly does have his chance again, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he still have a chance. Last time we ride him a bit more forward than usual, and he's still okay with that. So I think that's the plan today to ride him a bit forward, to jump and try to erase the gate as much as possible, and then go for it.
Lyle, Star Contact, you're a perfect 1 from 1 on the back of this David Hayes trained runner, and a little bit of a surprise last time, but a price.
Yeah, well, he'd actually been working really well going into it, and we expected a bold run. But yeah, the fact that he could go and win, and I thought he put a few nice ones behind him, was very encouraging. And last season when he won off the same mark, he continued good form for quite a while, so hopefully he maintains that again.
He was competitive off this mark previously, so I guess with that in mind, that might just give you a little bit of hope that he can sort of defy the rise.
Yeah, exactly that. Hopefully a little bit of confidence again after the win. He's maintained good form after that too. But I am aware of the fact that last time we had bottom weight, we were able to really control the race from second, and just things could not have gone more perfect. So we would need them to fall in place again, but with that said, I think he'll run well.
It's worth doing the lightweight line, I think 117, so not that that's too much of a struggle for you, but I guess there is always that sort of mindfulness that you've got to do those sort of weights, but he was well worth it.
Yeah, I mean it is a push, but well worth it in the end, and hopefully if he can go again, it'll make that one even more worth it.
You mentioned he's been in good form since, and I know you've had a sit on him once or twice. He certainly feels well to you.
Yeah, he carries his weight well. He's a good doer, so he looks good, and he's taking his work in every stride. And I think that he's going into this race in just as good form.
Karis, Raging Blizzard is one of your rides on Wednesday night at Happy Valley. He's never actually been here, but what he's been doing at Sha Tin has looked quite impressive.
Yes, Nick. I must say, last time it was a very good win. By saying that, I believe he had a lot of things going his way. Decent draw. He had a nice trail into the race and got a nice split. So everything worked out pretty well, and he's got a nice draw on Wednesday. So let's hope he gets a good run again.
How important is that for a horse having his first run around here? I mean, he hasn't actually had any trials either, from what I could find. So I guess a good draw really is a plus.
Yes, of course, it's gonna make a big difference at the end. The good thing about this horse, he's got some nice speed, so that will help him also. But yeah, just looking forward to riding him.
You've ridden him in a trial since then as well. He ran third in the trial. You were happy with that?
Yes, he just had a little stretch and was pretty happy. He was very comfortable the whole way. So yeah, he's ready.
Just going back through his form now, 2 starts ago, he actually started favourite in a race won by a certain Galaxy Patch. Let's just wind back the clock a little bit to the weekend. I mean, he was mightily impressive once again, wasn't he?
Yeah, of course. You know, the form line around those horses has been very strong. Most of those horses has come out and won, and of course, Galaxy Patch has won again. And you know, of course, like you say, there's a good win by him this weekend.
Riding obviously for John here, obviously always confident, I suppose, coming into a meeting like this with good horses. I mean, John, you know, his record around the valley always very good, and he's interesting that the fact that he'll bring them here with no trials. I guess it's always sort of an interesting sort of take from John that he will do that with a horse.
Yeah, of course, you know, Mr. Size, he's got great experience and he knows his horses really well. So for him to make a decision to take the horses at the valley, he must know that they will handle it, and we all trust his decision.